Hey everybody, welcome to Hankster's Hot Rods and Muscle Cars in Homer City, Pennsylvania. My name is Billy, I'm the buyer here at Hankster's. Today I want to show you this new item in our inventory. This is a 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle. It's finished off in a bright metallic blue paint color. It does have its racing stripes on the hood, down on the back of the trunk as well. Let's take a look at some of the exterior of the car here. So I can see that the paint's really nice and glossy throughout the Chevelle. It's a good consistent finish. It looks really nice, shines up real well. Here we're taking a look at our wheel arch moldings in stainless. Just want to make sure that they fit really nice and tight to the body of the vehicle. They do. I don't see any damage to speak of here. We're doing well. Aluminum style Rocket Racing mag wheels here. They're polished. The aluminum is in really good condition. There's no pitting or damage at all. No curb damage. Really nice condition there. BFGoodrich Radial TA tires on the front. They're 215/70/15s. Here we see some of the badging on the car. The car's badged with Supersport 454 logos. That is correct. There is a 454 cubic inch big block under the hood that we'll take a look at a little bit later. Here we have a body color side view mirror on the driver's side. Paint is matched to the body, of course. Mirror glass is in good condition. Taking a look at our gaps here from between our door and our fender on the Chevelle. That looks good and consistent. It's nice and flat also. More bright work on the Chevelle here around our driver's side window. This is the drip rail molding. I just want to make sure that it's straight, in good condition, no kinks or anything. It really does look nice. The corner piece fits well also. Nice and shiny all the way throughout. Same goes for our quarter window trim here. And then we do have our felts here for our windows. Those are in good condition. You do get a little bit of a chrome strip there to kind of tie that all together. Chrome door handle looks nice. We can take a look at the inside. We can see our vinyl upholstery in black. It's the front bucket seats here in the Chevelle. There is a full center console. You see our horseshoe style automatic shifter there, the Turbo 400 automatic. As we look at some of our instrumentation and our controls, we see factory style heater controls here and a retro auto sound radio. The digital display there for the screen. Stock gauges there behind the steering wheel. We have our speedometer, fuel gauge, and a clock. The car is tilt steering column, so it's nice to get in and out if you need that extra room. Retractable lap belts for the front. Our door panel here, it's in nice condition. Real nice condition from the material here. You can kind of see a ribbed pattern. Also a real nice stainless accent. It's nice because when the door's closed, it continues into the back and continues that styling line on the back door panel as well. All mounting points attached. We do have a remote driver's side mirror there and manual windows. Door closes well, closes flat, and our gap is consistent. We do have a black vinyl top here on this Chevelle. You always want to check and make sure that the fitment of this is good, that there's no wrinkly spots or loose spots or bubbles or anything like that. This fits really nice even on this kind of crest here. Nice and tight, good fitment there. Nice straight lines here on the seams, down on the back as well. The trim also, it looks good all the way around the vinyl top. Rear tires on the Chevelle, these are wider, so we have the matching Rocket Racing mags, but they're wider. They're 275/60s on the back, so it gives you that kind of classic raked muscle car stance here on the Chevelle. Kind of what you would find back in the 70s. Taking a look at our back window, looking at my stainless trim, just making sure that it lines up nice and that there's no damage in it. Even where it meets here in these center sections, lines up nice. I don't really see any dents or dings to speak of. Here we see some more shiny blue paint here on the trunk lid, and then our painted on black stripes. I can't feel those. Those are painted under and clear coated over so they don't stick up. Really nice and smooth there. Large chrome rear bumper on the Chevelle. I always really liked this year because the circle taillights kind of inset into the bumper. Just a pleasing aesthetic here for the way the taillights were designed. Our reverse lights here. The lenses are all real nice. The plastic is glossy and clear and shiny. It looks good. And then we have our rubber Super Sport badge there in the middle. Dual exhaust tips here, oval style, down under the rear valance. We have 2.5-inch dual exhaust here on this Chevelle. Inside the trunk, underside of the trunk lid finished off in the gloss blue paint as well. You can see a factory sticker here for jacking instructions. And then inside the trunk, dark gray splatter paint. A little bit of a texture there, but you can see that the metal's in good condition. All the factory stamping marks are there. We do have carpeted Chevelle floor mats included with the embroidered Chevelle script to kind of match the exterior color of the car. And I know it kind of blends in, but we do a vinyl trunk mat here as well. Trunk seal's nice, it's soft. And our rain gutter looks neat here on the Chevelle, no signs of any repairs or damage. As we make our way down the passenger side, we can see some of the styling elements here. Our signal light here, our marker light, has a nice painted cover over it. That paint on that looks nice and neat. The lens also looks good. Take a close look at another one of our wheel arch moldings. Same story on this side. The molding is in good condition, firmly attached. I see all of our screws mounting it like it should be, nice and tight to the vehicle here. Our trim looks good on the passenger side of the vehicle as well. On a vinyl top, you want to look in here and make sure that there's no extra material or it's not bunching up. That looks good. It's nice and tight inside that drip rail. No wrinkles or anything. Door gap on the passenger door looks nice. Fitment is good. Open up the passenger side and we can take a look at more of the interior. We can see the chrome trim on our center console, nice and shiny. We do have a nice condition dash pad here on the Chevelle. There's no cracks in it. It's nice and straight. Black paint on the glove box looks good. Black carpeting, that's in good condition. There's really no stains. It's not faded. And then we look at our passenger side door panel. We can see that that one's nice and straight too. The styling here looks good. Armrest padded, not cracked or damaged. Do have an SS badge there on the door panel. Painted side view mirror on the passenger side as well. That paint matches really well. It's attached to the vehicle well. Our front door gap. It's nice and consistent. Here's our matching Super Sport logo badge on the fender. Paint's real nice inside the badge, real nice bright white there, and then the red 454, of course. Windshield, I'm looking for any cracks or chips. I don't see any. It looks nice and clear. Our trim fits well. The vinyl top tucks in real nicely there. No, it's not loose. Nice and neat all the way around. And then we do have, kind of at the tip of our fenders and around our cowl hood, we do see this stainless molding that kind of flows with follows the contour of the hood. The fitment of that is nice. The paint lines up to it real good as well. Steel hood here on the Chevelle, kind of that raised center cowl section. Take a close look at the stripes and you can see how neat they are. The masking was done really well. Nice rounded edges, not squared off. They did a good job painting these on, and of course we talked about before, you can't feel them at all. We do have simulated hood pins here on the front of the Chevelle too, just gives it that kind of classic muscle car look. When we open the hood, you'll see how these work. Look at the front grille. We can see the black paint here. It's almost like a semi-gloss black. It looks nice. I don't see any broken slats, no cracks in it at all. Big Super Sport logo in the middle there with a Chevelle script on the right-hand side. All that's in good condition. Big circle headlights here on both sides of the Chevelle, glass lenses. Those are nice and crystal clear, look good. And then the bezels around have been replaced at some point. Those are nearly new condition. Those look really nice. And our marker lights here in amber on the sides. Plastic it looks nice. It's not cloudy, nice and clear there. And the bezels on the turn signals, they look good too. Kind of black paint in the inset, and then right around the perimeter, a nice chrome accent. Front bumper, I'm looking down, I'm making sure everything looks straight. I don't see any damage in the front bumper. There's no pitting, there's no rust, it looks nice. Let's open up the hood. First we remove the pins. And our hood release down low. Painted on the underside here in the gloss blue. All of our factory supports are where they should be. So here we talked about our 454 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine. Air cleaner has a chrome cover on it. Chrome valve covers to match. They are kind of embossed with 454 there, so you can tell that this is the biggest big block available for that year. Aluminum intake here, 4-barrel carburetor. Do have a polished thermostat housing. A couple nice upgrades here for the car. Fully functioning air conditioning system here. Air compressor factory style over here. All the hoses are routed just like they should be. In good condition. Hose clamps, you can see they all match. They've all been replaced. Just attention to detail there when doing those. We do have power front disc brakes on the Chevelle, and it also does have power steering. You might be able to catch a view of the long tube headers here. So we have long tube headers going back to a full dual exhaust system. Factory style steel radiator here for cooling. Here's our fan shroud, and then we have our 7-blade clutch fan here, original unit. So very nice and tidy under the hood, just a few upgrades for aesthetic purposes. That'll kind of wrap it up. So you can view many more photos of the Chevelle along with the rest of our inventory at hangsters.com. This vehicle is a certified vehicle. It comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. It also comes with free enclosed shipping to the lower 48 states. So we're finished up here. We're going to take the car in the back and we can put it on the lift and take a look underneath. All right, welcome back. Here we are underneath our 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle. Let me take you through the underside of the car and show you what's going on under here. All right, so we can kind of start here at the front. We can look at some of the cooling system of the car. Looking at the stock steel radiator here. Looking on the bottom side for any kind of damage or any leaking. I don't see any. I'm looking over here on the driver's side of the vehicle. Looking at the drain petcock. Drain looks good. Plug intact there. Other side, our low radiator hose. Just want to check that the hose isn't all dry and brittle. It looks nice here. And we do have our factory clamp here on the low radiator hose. So no leaks in the cooling system here. I'm looking at the cooling fan here, 7-blade clutch fan here for cooling. Stock belt setup here on the vehicle. It is equipped with power steering. We can see the power steering box here on this side. Taking a look at my lines, just making sure they're in good condition. They are, no signs of leaking. The hoses are pliable and soft, look good there. Power steering box here. Checking the linkage running to each front wheel here. So we have our tie rod ends, tie rods, all adjusted properly. Greasable fittings here on our tie rod ends. Stock here in the front cradle of the vehicle is our steel subframe, steel lower control arms. Factory suspension, shock absorbers through those front coil springs. So all original here on the front end of the car. You can see our backing plates here for our front disc brakes. Those backing plates are in good condition. Taking a look here at the knuckles and the upper and lower ball joints, all look good. These cars are gone over by our mechanic staff, so they're fully functional, running, driving, ready to hit the road. Here we take a look at our engine. It's a 454 cubic inch Chevrolet Big Block V8. Oil pan finished off in black. I'm looking for any signs of leaks around the perimeter. I don't see any. Even at the front seals here on the engine look good. Engine block is painted in that Chevrolet factory orange color, so I see that here up a little higher. Mechanical fuel pump here. Looking at all the fittings. Just making sure none are loose and there's no drips. That looks good. Turbo 400 transmission. Here's our, we're still at our oil pan here. It's painted in that black color. Drain plug looks good. A little bit further back, our transmission pan, kind of a finned style cover here from B&M. Turbo 400 automatic. Linkages intact, nice and tight there. So shifting properly. No signs of any leaks on the transmission either. You can see our front sway bar up here. This is a 1-inch sway bar. Rubber bushings here. Attach this to the frame of the vehicle. Just want to make sure those aren't dry and brittle, and they're not. It's nice and tight. You're not going to get any clunking or anything from the front end of the Chevelle. And then here at the ends of the sway bar, we have our sway bar links. Same story. Good rubber bushings here on the sides as well. So take a little bit of look at the exhaust. You can see here on the underside, right off of the cylinder heads, we have long tube headers running back to a full dual exhaust out the back of the vehicle. You can see more of that when we take the camera back there. This car does have a frame here, so body mounted to the frame. You can take a look here at our frame rails running back the sides of the vehicle. You just want to look for damage. Sometimes these cars get towed and yanked on from tow trucks, and that can kind of tweak and mess up the frame. The frame looks nice and straight. I'm looking down both sides. Everything looks good there, as do our pinch welds down the sides of the rocker panels, real nice and straight down both sides as well. So let's go ahead and flip it around and we'll continue. All right, let's continue here at the rear side of the 72 Chevelle. As I look up towards the front of the vehicle, I can take a look at our floor pans. I can see all the factory stamping marks. I can see all the factory seams. There is a light texture to undercoating on the bottom side of the car, but it's not hiding anything. You can see that it's really nice and clean all the way to the front here. Also in the back, I'm looking at kind of the inside of the trunk area here. Same story. I see all of our factory seams. I can see it's nice and neat. No signs of any damage or repairs, of course, under here. There are some fuel lines and brake lines kind of running through. Those are all routed real nicely here too, up above the rear end. So the rear end, 10-bolt POSI traction with 350 gear ratio here. You can see our rear sway bar here tied into our trailing arms on both sides. Trailing arms are boxed in on this Chevelle. Just gives it a little extra support, put that power down. And then for our rear suspension, we have our stock style rear shocks. These are actually, looks like these are air shocks in the rear, so you can adjust your pressure in there depending on your needs there for dampening in the rear. Coil springs here, those are stock. You can see our exhaust a little bit as well. Here's our 2.5-inch dual exhaust coming back to a pair of turbo style mufflers all the way out the back. And then we do have a oval style chrome exhaust tips here on both sides. Drum brakes on the rear of the Chevelle. So I can look and check my e-brake routing. Cables are hooked up to both back there just like they should. Here's our brake lines kind of coming across, tied to the axle very neatly, just like it should be. Fuel tank on the back of the car. Just looking for any kind of damage from debris or anything. It looks good. No dents, no corrosion. Straps firmly attached. Fuel tank's not going anywhere, it's not rattling. And then finally here, we taking a look at our frame rails, kind of running through the back of the vehicle. Kind of a C-channel frame here. Just looking for any kind of damage or corrosion. It looks good. Tied to the rear bumper, of course, back here. Nice chrome bumper in the back. So that'll kind of wrap it up for the underside view of the Chevelle. I'm going to go ahead and put the car down and we'll start it up.